Okay, so we're going to have a little play with Granulizer today, and I've loaded up a guitar type sound, and with these settings you can just about hear what it's like. And the first thing that you can do if you want to is to actually isolate the area of the sound that you want. So that is just the section that we've outlined there. Excuse me. And obviously, because that's connected to a keyboard, we can obviously play. And let's just see, we've got all of the that's better, we can actually see now, and you can see the loop is on there, which is why it keeps looping around. Otherwise it just does a one shot. So we'll leave that on. Now it's not until we start to play with the these knobs here have a lot to do with the actual grain size and speed. So we've turned the size down there, and the density is the density of grains. So we can, just varying those two, we can get quite a lot of interesting effects really. The SPDST is actually the space between the grains or the speed, and there's a little mode button here which changes it. And if I turn the mode off, so the other thing that's important is the pitch here. Let's just put that back to what it was. Obviously you can put the pitch down or up. And this is the actual envelope of the grains. And we've got an interesting knob here that's magic. I'm not really 100% sure what this does actually. It's supposed to make the sound bigger. Also speeds it up by the sound of it. And if you look at the waveform over here, we've got two little knobs here that we can do for the actual size of the sample that we're taking. So we can move it along and we can make it smaller. And if we double click this, we get that fills the actual waveform size there, as you can see. And there's various other things that you can do on here with like normalization, and I think this one actually shows the actual, there's a little orange line there, you can see the orange line, turn it on and off. And of course you can, just to load a sound, you could just either click on here or drag it in. There's loads and loads of other things that you can do on here. There's a filter, there is certain effects and smearing effects, and this thing called Hive, which they describe as a diffusion delay, various sort of filters. I think it's probably just a case of playing with it, really. So you can hear the difference there. We also have warp, which is up here, which is supposed to add inharmonic sounds. Not really sure what that does actually. Let's just try another sample of this guitar. Get a lot of clicking noises in there because of the actual waveform itself. And then obviously we've got a filter there. If we put it on high pass, I'm not going to hear very much at all. We can turn the waveform backwards as well if we want to. There are quite a lot of nice presets, which probably give a better example of what can be done. So you can always fiddle around with these controls, see what we can get out. Surprising, really. Anyway, that gives a rough idea of some of the things you can do with Granulizer 2.